Hello everybody, welcome to the Bricasso stream. A little false start, didn't have the recording going. Alright, so quick intro to Bricasso. Bricasso is a tool that you can plug in pictures and it will show you how to build a brick kit. I've got one behind me, that's my dog Hank, he's a good boy. Try to get through that as fast as possible. Let's talk about what we're really here for, which was the Scavenger Hunt. So start my little spiel over. The Scavenger Hunt, our original plan for it was we would have 10 of these kits that we were going to bring on the boat. 10 of these nice bubble wrapped kits. Here I've got my second cam here so we can get a kind of closer view of the goods. Alright, so each player is going to have these kits, and the kits, the main purpose is to try to build a portrait. The portrait is made up of these different panels, so there are 4 greens, 4 purples, etc. We'll get through the rest of that. Of course, you only have 2 panels in your kit. That's not enough to make a portrait. You can see these are not enough. So you're probably going to have to go make trades with some other people who have other kits to complete your portrait. Now, of course, you only have 2, and in the end, you're going to need 4. So we also included some extra stuff for trading purposes. This is not actually what we had included. This is just a placeholder just to show, some tokens that a player might trade. But we actually had some little tiny brick kits that would go in there that you could try to, say you had 2 reds, you're not going to want to trade them away. You might trade one of these away to somebody who has more or less given up on completing a panel and just wants to get some fun brick kits or whatever. They also had these keychains, which this was, of course, the late pivot. Wasn't even originally part of the plan, but when we decided pretty late in the game to pivot and keep these at home, this ended up just being the simplest thing to send along with the boat. So that's that. And of course, the idea here is that player 1 has all of this stuff. Oh yeah, and the most important part, your kit has a pair of brick sunglasses, and this is just if you want to play the game, put them on. Now people know, oh, you got stuff I could trade with you. You're having lunch, you don't want people to bother you, just take them off, no problem. No, nobody's gonna bug you. Nobody even knows you're playing the game. So that's kind of like your I'm playing, I'm not. Hopefully a way you're wandering out on the pool deck, you could spot each other and run up and be like, hey, I got brick stuff, you got brick stuff, let's make a deal. Okay, so let's pretend this is all the goods that player 1 has. This is their kit. Player 2 is gonna come along. They've also got their sunglasses. They've got some kits. They've got some panels. They've got some keychains. We're just gonna put this all on top of this other. And we're gonna pretend these 2 envelopes are like 2 players on the boat and they're meeting for the first time. So player 2 over here is like, hey, check out this. I got these 2 red panels. I see you got that 1 red panel. It'd be pretty cool if I could get that from you. How about I give you 2 keychains and this other bauble, and you give me your red panel. Deal made. Awesome. Now this player just has to go find 1 more panel. That was kind of the idea of the game. For those 10 players, your goal is to, complete a panel, get to take something home, or if you're not going for a panel, to just get some cool stuff to take home. That's the idea. And then, of course, the secondary element of the game was anybody else who wanted to join, who didn't get one of these kits, could fire up the Scavenger Hunt app, which is kind of what the project ended up being in totality. It's just the Scavenger Hunt app. But you could have hundreds of secondary players just looking for people with these sunglasses on. And I don't need a panel to come up and say, hey, I see you're wearing these sunglasses. I know there's a code on the back of your panel. Could I scan it for my Scavenger Hunt thing? Yeah, so that was pretty much the idea. So I think for the rest of the stream, I'm probably just going to show the rest of the panels. I was trying to work on a little replayer so that we could kind of like go through the hunt as it happened. I couldn't quite finish it, but I'll give you a little sneak peek of that before we're done. And then maybe we could do like some speed runs, and I'll get an account to just hammer out as many of the achievements as possible, just run through it as fast as possible. We'll run through the whole web app on the internet. Turn this camera off when we're done looking at the portraits. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Okay, I'm very sorry. It's been a very long time since I've streamed like this. I'm gonna take just a quick 5-minute break, go drink some water. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks everybody for your patience. Let me figure out which one I want to use here. Switch to this while I get this camera Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I want this camera here still. We're going to be looking at some physical art. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to the dual camera. Oh, that's why the music is so loud. I am so sorry. Wait, what's happening? Oh, hilarious. I've been... Alright. Well, the audio's probably been terrible this whole time. Goodness. I'm so sorry. Hopefully the recording will be better. We'll see. Alright, so I guess let's just go ahead and get into it. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and let's fire up the website here. Oh no, you should not make noise. Let's not do that. Okay, so I've got the site up on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and just like make a brand new user. I've got a little debug page for that. Let me go. You guys aren't allowed to see that. Ha 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 ha. All right, here we go. And we've got a new user, so I'm going to go to the dashboard. It's going to ask me, do you want to play? Of course, originally we were going to have an offline mode where we just didn't keep any information about you on the servers at all, and you were just playing locally on your own phone. You wouldn't be eligible for any of the raffles or anything. It just ended up being too much of a headache, and I've been scrambling to get this out the door. So I ended up just removing the offline button. Sorry if that upset anybody. So anyways, we're just going to tell it to play online. I already know about the tour, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. I am Real Afterman 99. Very cool. I don't really love that username, though, so I'm going to change it. Let's say bricasso demo. So I got this nice little username change here. Go ahead and request that. Oh, you can see I just got a notification from Discord saying, hey, somebody wants to change the username. So let me go approve that again with some admin tools that you're not allowed to see also. Oh, man. Gotta put in my password. Hold on. Oh, the joys of live demos. Okay, well, the username request should have gone through. I guess let's just carry on, and there we go. All right, so I approved my username request, so now I am bricasso demo. You can see I'm sitting solidly at the bottom of the leaderboard. Let's go ahead and go check that out now. Click on leaderboard. Oh yeah, you can see we're all the way at the bottom. We got no points. So I guess let's go ahead and fix that, but first we can kind of, oh, you know what, let's go ahead and play the welcome tour, because we're just going to go through this whole app. So this will just kind of show you around. It's going to point out, like, here are the portraits that you want to complete. Here are all the panels that you've found throughout your scavenger hunt. Here's where you can see all of your achievements. We'll go there in a second. Here's leaderboard. We were just there. You can read the rules there. Pretty boring. If you wanted to switch between online and offline mode, again, that's not something that you can do, because I didn't have enough time to actually make that work, but this is where you would have done it. Your username, I just showed you how to change it. Yep, there's the change button. It's kind of hidden by that. Oops. And where you can get help and join the community and get in on this raffle nonsense. So, yeah, we kind of put that together because knew we wouldn't be able to explain it to everybody, so hopefully that helped as an introduction for some folks on the boat. Okay, so let's play the game like we're pretending we're finding people with their sunglasses and saying like, hey, show me your panel. So I'm wandering the boat and I see someone wearing those bright yellow sunglasses and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go scan that panel. So I go walk up to him and I'm like, I'm sorry, do you have a panel that I can scan with my phone? And they're like, heck yeah, dude, check it out. Here's your code, man. Oh, try not to drop it. So this one, you know, we can see there's something there. I don't really know what that is yet. We'll probably find out once we see more of it. But the code there is Green Atlantic. So let's go ahead and, oh, we've lost a piece. Oops. All right, fire up our phone scanner here. Oh, it doesn't want to read this code. Let's try again. The live demo gods are not satisfied with the sacrifices that I brought them today. Okay, here we go. Alrighty. So we scan that code and look at that. That is indeed the panel that we just found. Very cool. Hopefully we find more of those green panels. We're going to go ahead and put that off to the side for now. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure the dashboard is broken. This is supposed to start showing up. The people who have been playing, they can vouch for me. This was working. It just broke in the last couple days. This is this is what happens when you're building the plane while you're flying it. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's just carry on. We got this other cool red panel. They're like, hey man, don't you want to scan this one too? I'm like, heck yeah, I do. Let's scan it. So I'm actually going to go back to the main page. I'm going to show the next cool part about this app, which is, so you're on a boat. The boat's somewhere between the eastern coast of the United States and Cozumel. There's no cell service out there. I get it. You're not going on YouTube. You're not getting on Netflix. It's not going to work. I get it. So the idea here was that as long as you load this page before you left the land, while you have service, it's actually available completely offline. You see you've got this add to home screen button. I've actually already gotten it installed, so I'm not going to try to install it again. I'm not quite sure what happened. But I can go ahead and go over here, and I can just turn on airplane mode completely. I don't have anything going on here. No internet. But I can still... Oh, do I not have the app? Oh, I must have uninstalled it. Well, let's go ahead and add it to home screen. Yeah, install that. There we go. And check that out. Airplane mode active. We are completely offline. And this page is still going to let me scan this code right here. But, uh-oh, QR code not recognized. Oh, that is so embarrassing. We'll find a keychain to scan with that. But, see, this is fine because this isn't what was on the boat anyways. It was the keychains. And I know this thing worked with the keychains. So that's a little embarrassing, but we're just going to move on. Alrighty, so I'm not going to use offline scanner for the rest of this demo. Okay, so back to the phone scanner. Oh, look at that. I found the website. Oh, I'm still in airplane mode. Silly me. Try again. Oh, yeah. We found purple Coheed. How about that? All right. Oh, now we're hanging out in Spinnaker. It's karaoke time. Somebody just belted out the Black Parade because somebody always gonna. And you notice that, no. They've got the brick sunglasses. Dude, you better go get their codes. They're like, heck yeah, man, check this out. I got this sweet yellow one. I've not seen a yellow one before, and this purple one. Yeah, man, get that code. Scan it. Doesn't want to scan that one. All right, scan this one. Nope. Okay, well, let's just... show you another way that you can actually scan a code. It's just by going to the actual website. So this one is a yellow and the code is Monstar. So I can actually just go up here and type in yellow Monstar. This does the same thing as scanning the code with your phone or as loading it in the offline scanner. So you can see it's registered. Like, check it out. You found that panel. Nice work, everybody. You did it. Yeah. So I think with that, you kind of get the gist. I'm not going to sit here and scan every single one of these QR codes on stream. You kind of get the idea. But let's take a look at what this art looked like. We've got all of the panels here, so let's just go ahead and reveal these. And all right, so purple Coheed, I believe that's the top left corner. We're just going to kind of eyeball this here. That's looking pretty right. There we go. So you would actually just kind of hook these all up together, like that. I'm not going to actually click them in because once they're attached, it's a little bit difficult to get them detached without losing pieces, but you can do it, of course. So there you have it. There's your completed panel. That will look pretty slick on a wall. I would recommend putting at least one command strip per panel. Probably a good idea. Also, if you're worried about the pieces coming off, they sometimes do. What can I say? Sometimes the pieces come off. They're bricks. But you may want to add a little bit of glue. We did that for all of the keychains because we knew that they were going on the boat. They were going to be out. You're going to attach them to your backpack or something. Might smack it against something. We did not glue any of these, so if you want them glued, you're going to have to glue them yourself. All right, so we've done purple. Let's see, where does this guy go? Right there. Put this guy off to the side. Can take a look at green. Sweet code. We got green Atlantic. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna scan them all, but we'll go through all the codes. I'll reveal them all. So for purple, we got purple Cambria. Very nice. Oh my god, it's been so long since I streamed. I'm so sorry. All right. Purple Domino. Also a very fine specimen. Purple Coheed. Of course, all these codes have a theme. Theme's probably pretty obvious. Purple Star 4. Put in all those 4, you would unlock that entire panel. Oh, all right, let's take a look at the green. So up here in the upper left, we've got, looks like it's probably going to be another dragonfly, but let's go ahead and actually put him together. These guys, you actually do have to be a little careful because you can mix the wings up. It's pretty easy to put them in the wrong spot. But you can tell by the border of the wing. The front, it's always going to be the same color. And you can see it should match more or less here. And this looks nice once if we get it get it backwards. It'll look like it might work, but it's just not going to look quite as nice. Yeah, you can see. Just be careful with the dragonfly wings. You can get the wings backwards when you're putting them together. Use the website. I'll fix the dashboard so that you can actually see the art in the dashboard. But yeah, if you happen to be the person who wins one of the dragonflies, just keep an eye out for that. One more time. There is the green portrait. Nice. All right, let's get that one out of the way. We went through the codes, right? We did not go through the codes. Let's do that real quick. So first we have green Atlantic. That's a double entendre between you're out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and favorite house Atlantic, of course. Green Prise. I don't really have anything to say about that one. Just a Coheed word. Green Evagria. This tune rules. Give it a listen if you haven't. One of their weirder ones, I would say. And green Neverender, namesake of the whole shebang. Hopefully we get another one, guys. If we don't get another one, I'm going to be so sad. All right, let's check out the yellow. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil you. This one is, again, another dragonfly. I am so sorry. What are we doing? Let's get just the camera up on screen so we can see the art full front and center. All right, and we got some more of this stuff. Nope, that's backwards. Once again, you got to be careful with the orientation of the wings on the dragonflies. When it's right, you'll know it. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. I want to put that up on my wall. I'm probably going to make another one of these. All right. Very nice. All right, and now for the grand finale. I don't even know how we're going to fit this one in the frame. So for the scavenger hunt, we had 3 2x2s, so 3 4-panel portraits, and one. Actually, we did have 2 really big portraits, but the other really big portrait was, of course, the 6th man panel, and that one was only maybe supposed to go into the game. We really were going to just leave that up to 6th man, see how they were feeling about it. All right. Oh, apologies if you have motion sickness. You might want to close your eyes for a second while I adjust the camera. Sorry, I should have given a better warning there. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go with that. That's pretty good. Okay, so for this last series, we ran out of solid colors, so I ended up just having to come up with like a stripe pattern. So we called this our stripe series. First, we have stripe faux bar. If you're not familiar, I'm pretty sure this cruise probably had the same branding, but for the first 2 cruises, there was the Faint of Hearts bar towards the mid deck, kind of by the casino. They had really great drinks. Al Painkiller, he'll make another appearance later. Oh yeah, and this is going to be a corner piece. We're just going to go ahead and put that on this corner. Pretty sure it could go in either corner. I don't know too much about the lore about the symbol that this is, but I think it can go either way. Ascend or descend, right? Alright, we got Stripe Crowing. This is the opposite corner. I'll put it down over there. Stripe Vaxus. Where do you go, Vaxus? You are the other orange corner. He goes there. Hey, Al is back. Stripe Painkiller. Let's see where you're going to go. Where it starts to get a little bit tricky. I'm thinking this one goes here. We'll go ahead and put him there gingerly. Stripe Cobalt. If you're not sure where this keyword comes from, the forums for the Coheed and Cambria fans, Cobalt and Calcium. I believe that's just because of the chemical symbols. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Oh, and I may have just spoiled one of the other ones. Yep, indeed. Here's Stripe Calcium. So we tried to come up with these keywords where if you got one of them, you'd probably be able to get some of the others, just to kind of cut down on frustration. All right, we got Stripe Jesse. Let's see. I believe that one's going to go right there. Fit them in there. And the final piece. This is the final piece. Strap Ambelina. And this one's going to go the only spot we got left. There you go. Again, I'm being careful not to actually click these in place because they are a pain in the butt to unclick once you got them clicked. But when you're ready to hang it up, you would actually just snap them all together, slap some command strips or however you want to mount them, and there you go. All right, so that's all the portraits. I think we'll go ahead and turn the cameras off and start checking out the game. I think if it's all right, I am also going to take another quick break, go get some water. Which one do we want? All right. So I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, seems like. think maybe I can get the puppies to come say hello real quick. Goosey! Goosey! Come here, puppy! Oh, she's here. Oh, she's here. She's just a little puppy. Oh, look at that. Oh, the sweet little girl. Oh, the sweet little puppy. Hi, Goosey. This is our newest puppy, Goose. I have not made her portrait yet, but we will soon. You're so cute. Oh, she's my sweet little girl. She's my sweet little puppy, yes. Where's my baby boy? Hankus? Where's Hank? Come here, baby boy. Come here. Oh, there's your baby boy. This is Hank. He is the best big brother in the whole world. Also, probably the biggest brother. He has been so good since we got Gooseberry. He used to be this crazy ruckus of a boy. And ever since we got Goose, he has been just the sweetest big brother. Anyways, those are our puppies. Okay, back in a bit. Uh-oh, we're upside down. Let me see if I can. Sorry again for motion sickness. There we go. All right. Okay, so I just wanted to try to redeem myself with the live demo gods real quick. So this is a real keychain. It's one that I kept back. It's one of my favorites. It's on my actual keys. And this has got a bricasso sticker. You know what? Actually, let me pull up a picture of a bunch of these keychains, because one is cool, but I'd like to show off all of them. So let me. Yeah, all right. So this is a picture. I tried to catalog all of the keychains before they went out. I was not successful, and I also screwed up and double printed a bunch of codes. So I was hoping that we could have a cool mechanic where, you know, sometime later you're looking at your keychain, you're thinking about SS Neverender, and you're like, oh man, I want to scan that code and remember what this whole thing was about, and you'd be presented with a website showing you the keychain you just scanned. I thought that would be pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to work, because unfortunately there are 2 different keychains out there with this specific code. So, I don't know. Maybe I could figure out a way to show both of them in a way that doesn't totally suck, but anyways, just wanted to kind of redeem myself, show you what it is actually supposed to look like when you scan one of these codes with that offline scanner that didn't work before. Oh no, is my audio wrong? No, the audio's right. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just open up the camera again, get the code in frame. This one actually points to a different website. If you look through the browser bar, it's actually just pointing to the homepage with that little one-time code tacked onto the end. When you go here, you can see, well, this one, I already used it on my account, so it's telling me, oops, you already used it. But if I had not already used it, it would, be like, hey, Mythic code, you did it, here's a free panel, Nice job. And then, of course, we can go live demos. Never go very well. Okay. We can also open up the scanner here and just point that scanner down at that code. And we'll see the screen kind of flash once it picks it up. Come on. There we go. Boop. QR verified, sync to server, and you can see it saying, yep, that's an active code. And again, this all works completely offline. The secret behind how that works is there are about 50 codes that I generated. The way that I generated the codes, they're really dumb. You just counted from 1 to 50. I think it's either the MD5 or the SHA-256 of that number. Just took the first 4 digits of it. You could write a Python script, like 2 or 3 lines, to generate every code that we printed. So this is not a secure mechanism. This was totally just for fun. Yeah, anybody who works for Cloudflare and had a free hour probably could have cracked this. And I don't know, actually, maybe even throwing it at ChatGPT. Maybe ChatGPT could be like, that kind of looks like the SHA-256 of 1. I don't know. But anyways, okay. So that's how we get the 4-digit codes. Then basically I just do the same process. I take each of those 4-digit codes, I run it through, again, a one-way hash, SHA-256 MD5, put those codes in the offline browser. So the offline browser has a way, when you give it a 4-digit code, it runs it through this irreversible operation. It gets a new code, and then it can check its own source code, like, is this a valid code? And in that way, the client gets a way to verify every code without knowing any of the codes. So I can give it an invalid code, and it will say, that's not a valid code. That's not my list. Or I can give it a valid code, and it will say, hey, I found that. That's on my list. And at the same time, anybody reading the source code, they will not be able to figure out what the codes are. The client itself wouldn't even be able to figure out what the codes are. The only way you could figure it out is just by supplying 4-digit codes and checking yes or no. And the client is always capable of saying yes or no. That's kind of how this works. Anyways, whenever the client detects a yes, it just stores it in a list. And then whenever it detects it's online, it sends it up to the server so that we get your achievement logged. That's how that works, and it does work. Okay, so let's go ahead and give me just a second to get my actual keyboard back. Might be useful. All right. No, we don't want that camera. We want... Oh, I didn't make a scene with this camera and the screen. Okay, here, give me a second to flip this camera around. We're done with art, so. I am so good at streaming. I am a professional. Alright, let's see how that looks. Almost. Better. Alright, I'm going to do my best to remember to look over here. My primary screen is over here, so if I look like I'm not looking at you, apologies. That's Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll bump the zoom up a bit. Oh, why does it do that? I don't know why. Sometimes I zoom in and it's like, you didn't actually want to zoom in, did you? Okay, so we have seen plenty of this page. I'm not sure who I'm logged in as right now. We'll find out. Oh, I'm bricasso QA. How about that? Cool. So let's just take a look at the leaderboard. We have a clear winner. Puzz COTF. Well, actually, I'm going to amend that. We have 2 winners and a bug. If you go to the achievements, you can see the total achievements you should be able to get is 300. If you total up all these, 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 40, that's 100. Plus 50 plus 10, that's 60. Plus another 30, that's 90. Plus another 10, that's 200. Plus another 100. The max you should be able to get is 300, right? There's just a bug in the leaderboard. Sorry, y'all. When you got platinum, you got the 300. That was it. All right, but we do have a looks like a 2-way tie. I don't know. This one's not supposed to show up. It's supposed to hide bricasso accounts, but I guess it got tired of doing that. We do have a 2-way tie between Puzz COTF and Subatomic Ojo. Excellent work, y'all. Thanks for playing this game. It's I don't know. This thing is it's really silly. It's really weird. But it means a lot to me that you guys would take your time during your vacation and afterwards and come hang out and poke around this weird website and I don't know, just goof off with me. It's been fun. But yeah, nice. We have winners. We can see we did get quite a few players, it looks like. We even got a lot of people putting in custom usernames. It's very cool. And we did have some people who it looks like tried to join but didn't get any points. Sorry about that. If you want to come talk to me in Discord, we can try to figure out something for you. But yeah, congrats to Puzz COTF and Atomic Ojo, and a honorable mention to Apollo 123. And, of course, whoever this bricasso dude is, and they're all over the place. They're cheating, making all kinds of accounts. It's ridiculous. He needs to ban that guy. Trademark Afterlight123, a very honorable 55 tickets. Pretty sweet. And then we got a bunch of people with, rounding up towards the back in the 5 to 20 range. So, very cool. We're going to have a pretty wide spread for this raffle. All right, so this is kind of, we've gone through the leaderboard now. We can also see which achievements were most popular. So Stripe was very popular. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot that I did that. So we can go back to the leaderboard. I want to go back and keep looking at these. So 50 people found Stripe panels, or 50 different Stripe panels were found by players. That's pretty cool. 47, 30, so lots of these. Wow, lots of activity on the hidden 6-man panels. Those actually only went out in Discord, so that's kind of cool. We have a lot of people who got the 2113 achievement. That is pretty cool. Even though I screwed that up so bad, the 2113 was not working for almost the entire cruise. It literally only worked for 913 this morning and 913 last night. So the fact that anybody got that's pretty... although, honestly, probably like 6 of those are probably me from testing. Let's be honest. Not a lot of guessing. I guess that feature wasn't super obvious. I'll probably have to figure out a way to surface that a little bit more if we ever do another one of these. Not a lot of people making guesses. I thought that was one of the more fun things to do, so I'm a little surprised that didn't happen. But yeah, okay, so we've gone through the leaderboard. Very cool. Each individual player also gets their little achievements panel where you can see, like, here's all the things you've done. Here's what's still on your to-do list. Here's how you might go get that achievement, which we're purposefully a little bit vague. You need to go explore on the site and figure out where you can put in prescience or where you can put in a guess, and I can show you what that looks like now. So on our dashboard, we see these are supposed to fill in as you get them. It's a little embarrassing that they're not doing that, but what can you do? It's a demo. Down here, it's just going to show you each one of these panels individually, so you can click on them to go see the panel, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So let's click on this one. You can see we found all 4. And actually, this is kind of fun. If we just go back to the white panels, you can... yeah, very nice little animation. Oh, I'm not a front-end developer. Very cool. And of course, I'm pretty sure this is a dragonfly, right? We've seen all of the... seen all the art. That's a dragonfly. Let's go ahead and submit that. And because I have unlocked all of them, that will only be valid for clarity. And hopefully we come back and, yep, indeed, I did get that achievement because I was able to identify that that was a dragonfly. So we can also make a guess on ones that we have not completed. So hopefully I have one here that I can, yeah, it looks like I haven't found all the greens. Let's go take a look at, oh, nope, I have. All right, let's try, probably the stripes is going to be, yeah, here we go. And let's go look at the whole art. This one, my knowledge of Coheed lore is a little lacking here. I believe this is the Ascension Descension logo. I don't know if it has another name. I've seen other people also say that this is a representation of Heaven's Fence, kind of like the cosmos. So I believe we would have accepted anything like Ascend or Ascension or Descend or Dissension or Heaven's Fence is the one that I like best. So if we go ahead and submit that, Paige is going to let us know that we're in a very interesting subject that we should study. And hopefully we did get that prescience. Yes, we did. Look at that. We got that achievement. Oh, yeah. All right, so what else do we need to go through? I guess the last thing on the dashboard. Oh yeah, so the last part of the game was, of course, because the panels weren't actually in the game, we actually had these keychains that you would scan. As you scan keychains, you would unlock various panels. And the way that the keychains worked is each keychain had a semi-unique code. And that semi-unique code was supposed to be paired with a unique-ish sticker. So in theory, each code would have had its own unique sticker. We could have given every single keychain its own unique rarity. Again, I screwed up and double printed some code, so that didn't quite happen. What we were going for here was all of the Bricasso branded keychains. I know Bricasso is not like a brand that anybody knows or loves, so like, why would you want this keychain? Kind of tried to mitigate that a little bit by making these the mythic ones. So these are the ones that you want to scan if you're playing the game, because these are the ones that are going to unlock the best stuff for you. So just kind of like to mute the disappointment of like, oh man, I wanted a Coheed keychain, I got this dumb Bricasso keychain. We didn't make too many of them, so they are pretty mythic. We tried to stick to the on-topic stuff. I'm using the royal we, it's me. Okay, and then the second, so we had 3 rarities. There was mythic, there was rare, and then common. The rare ones, basically anything that had the goofy hit clip branding. So, zoom in a little bit more so we can see these a little bit better. So like this hit clip Afterman album, or these hit clip dragonflies, those would have been rare. The difference between mythic and rare is a mythic will guarantee it's guaranteed to give you a panel that you don't already have, whereas a rare, you're just going to roll the dice. You might reveal a panel that you already had. And then the last set were commons, and those are basically anything else. The ones that don't have Bricasso and they don't have a hit clip. So like this 4 album, there's nothing else on there. That was a common. And the common keychains, they were just mapped to a specific code. So 3417, I think, was always green neverender. So those ones were common, right? Like, I don't know, you might get something out of it, probably not. That was the idea behind the keychains. Plus, they're just a cool little keepsake, I guess. There is one more little fun surprise about the keychains. I'm very sorry, I'm going to have to rotate the cameras again. Give me just 1 second. Okay. There. Perfect. Yeah, all right. So the keychain, pretty much every piece is glued together. These top corner pieces, they're all glued together. This thing shouldn't come apart on you, except for okay, so on one side you have these white panels going vertically. Those are both glued. On the other side you have these panels going horizontally. This top one is glued. This bottom one is not glued. And on a normal keychain, the sticker is kind of holding it together there. That's kind of the integrity point, is the sticker. But if you're very, very careful with these keychains, and honestly, gonna be honest, I probably would not recommend doing this unless you're planning on throwing this thing away, because if there's a sticker here, by doing this, pretty high chance that sticker's gonna rip. If that sticker rips, pretty good chance the keychain's gonna fall apart. So only do this if you're planning on, getting rid of it, or I don't know, if you're feeling brave. But no, there is a fun little secret hiding in here for you. If you are ever so inclined, you can peel this very bottom panel off to find. Thank you for playing. It means a lot to me that you guys would take your time to goof off with my nonsense. So there's just a little. That's also a Lego piece if you're a Lego builder and you want to put that on a stud somewhere. So that's kind of fun. Okay, that's I think that's. Hold on, let me flip these cameras around again. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. You know, I really should have written a script down before I started this. I think that's about everything I wanted to. I mean, we got to do the raffle still. I'm gonna take a break here in a minute. And you know, I haven't even made a plan on how we're gonna do this raffle, so I'm gonna have to do some lightning research real quick. I'm sure there's something on the internet we can plug in the usernames and the tickets and roll a ball. I don't know. We're doing it live. Yeah, all right, so be back in a minute. Thanks, everybody. Oops. All right, so I think I've got a plan here. I've seen this, my local game store that I go to uses this website for. Oh, my phone's gonna do a weird feedback echo. Sorry, I was testing audio. It works. Okay, so I've seen my local game store uses this for all of their raffle stuff, so hopefully it works out well. But we are doing this live, so if we have any issues here, I am very sorry. All right, so I guess let's say 300. Is that how this works? Let me add another entry and subatomic Ojo. 300. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. For everybody who platinumed, we're gonna cut you off at 300 points. Sorry, I don't know what this bug is on the leaderboard. Those other points aren't supposed to be there. So very sorry, all. You're gonna get 300 here. We're gonna skip all the bricasso accounts, of course, and for everybody else, we'll just take what's on the leaderboard. So please just bear with me while I get this set up. Let's see. Picasso QA, we don't need you. 55. Picasso demo, you don't get to join. I should put myself in here. I do want these. I want that white dragonfly on my wall. Oh, wow. Those are very small slivers. Well, I mean, thanks for joining. It's very cool to scan a code, and you know, it would be cool if you win something off that, right? Like, although I will say, so we are going to draw. I'm just going to draw a list of names, and we're going to go down the list. So yeah, so the way that this is going to work, I'm going to draw, let's say, 10 names. And those 10 names, we're going to write them down in the order. The first person that we draw, they get first dibs. We're going to give them 48 hours to show up in Discord, claim the portrait they want, get us their info. If those 48 hours expire, we'll just move on to the next person on the list. This may end up with, well, I mean, we'll see. But I think that's how we're gonna do this. I think that's the fairest thing that we've managed to settle on. Oh, did the music stop? Man, I really got to figure out the stream stuff. Oh, maybe the music just stopped because the music stopped. Did I hit pause? No? Okay, well, whatever. Sorry if it's boring out there. All right, let's finish what we started here. Fake Amori loop. You got 5 tickets. Hey, it's star4.exe. Don't run that. Your antivirus says no. Hey, it's No World for Tomorrow. What's up, No World for Tomorrow 99? Hey, it's incomplete. You got 5. Five tickets for Keyword Drifter 99. Man, the random name generator really likes 1999. Lots of does that make you Gen Z if you're born in 99? I'm real good at math, y'all. It's fine. Hey, it's the final key. It's C flat. I don't think that's a key. I'm real good at music too. Oh, nope. Not gonna take bricasso. I don't know how you ended up with 0 points, Snidge, but we're gonna give you 5 anyways. You made it onto the leaderboard. We'll say you get 5 points. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I wonder who's going to win. All right. I don't know. I mean, should we go through the leaderboard again and make sure this all looks good? Or should we just do it? I guess I'll scan through it one more time. It'll take a couple minutes. Sorry, I know this is going to be boring, but let's try to be fair. All right, 300, 300, skip 250, skip 55. Oh, we missed someone, didn't we? Or what did I just do? Okay, trademark Afterlight 55. Oh, we missed one because it's bricasso demo. I'm a dingus. Okay. Dream Sniper 9915, trademarked Unheavenly Creatures 10. Cody D got you in there for 10. Paulo Child for 5. Everybody else should just be 5, so we can just check names at this point. Okay. Yep, Child 99, Greymaker EXE, X4, Star 4 EXE, Tomorrow 99, Jackie F, and complete. Keyword Drifter 99, Century Thief 99, Keyword Trademark Keyword Drifter.wave. Hey, it's Cambria Protocol for 5, Fake Final Key for 5, Janene for 5, Real COTF for 5, Nidge for 5, Picasso QA Spectator for 9,000 million. Just kidding. Get out of here, bricasso. You can't win. Okay, I think we're ready. Okay, so once again, I'm just gonna start. We're just gonna write the names down as they come. Again, I think I'm gonna draw. I mean, unless I know you're already in Discord and I think I'm gonna be able to get in touch with you, then maybe we'll draw fewer names. But I don't need a notebook. What am I doing? We can just put this in a notepad. Oh, and also I'm recording. How silly. Okay. It's time. Let's do it. Click to spin. Oh. All right, looks like it's Apollo. Apollo 1, 2, 3. Apollo 1, 2, 3. You get the first pick. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the Discord. Oh yeah, we can put live updates in the Discord while we're streaming. Why not? Oh, I was supposed to start trying to go live to Discord. I didn't do that. Oh well. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. Sorry. Let me be right back. Don't want to accidentally put any of my stuff on stream here. Okay. Bricasso. Alright, don't look at my server list. There's a lot there. Alright, but cool. Got our first winner. Congrats. Oh no, I forgot to... There we go. Alright, congrats. Apollo 1, 2, 3, that's super exciting. We will get in touch. We'll figure out how to get... Whichever panel you want, you're going to get first pick. We will try to figure out how to get it to you. If you're not comfortable with us mailing it to you, maybe we can send it to the post office or I don't know. We'll figure it out. Worst case, maybe next time we're in each other's respective time zones, meet at an airport or I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, so 360. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. This one doesn't count. I'm taking it off the screen. We're going to take 360 no scope off because you just won one. There we go. Okay, here's our new raffle wheel. Let's go ahead and give it a spin. Puzz. Yeah, go Puzz. All right. Let's go put that in the Discord. We have a winner. Oh, and actually before this messed up last time, we'll go ahead and remove you. All right, that is... Oh yeah, that's right here. Alrighty. Alright, final roll. Let's do the spin. Ooh, we're getting somebody in the little area. Alright. Dream Sniper. Dream Sniper 99. Dang it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that back. All right, this one doesn't count. Take it away. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. This one, well, all right, that didn't count. Let's try it again. Dream Sniper, I'm taking you off the list because you just won. Congrats. And let's give this another spin. Ojo. Ojo. I believe it's Ojo. All right. Nicely done. Look, this is starting to look a little fair. Oh, I didn't get a screenshot. Man, I'm the worst at this. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw, let's say 3 more. We'll have 3 more backups, but I'm not gonna announce these winners. We'll just keep this in our back pocket. We'll have to go dig through the stream to get the data. I'm not gonna actually call you out. But if for some reason one of these folks don't come claim panel, we got 3 backups. So let's go ahead and give it a spin. All right, Afterlight 1, 2, 3. I will put you in my notes. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that later. All right, let's do 2 more. Again, these are just backups, so if you win here, don't get too excited. You gotta. Hey, Nidge with the 0 points. You're the second backup. All right, very nice. Take you off, and 1 more for the last backup. I like how Coheed's got the giant text. I guess it just must be fewer characters. Sorry, Coheed. Looks like it's going to be the fake final key. All right. Well, that's it. We'll try to coordinate in Discord. We will figure out how to coordinate, whether it's shipment or meeting up at a festival, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you're comfortable sharing your address, no problem. We'll just mail it on out to you. If not, I totally understand. I am just a dude on the internet that you didn't even get to meet on the boat. Totally get it. We'll figure something out. Yeah, all right. I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and, we'll hang out on stream for... Thrill Bandit doesn't get to pick. Thrill Bandit is my wife. Thrill Bandit has had to deal with me being manic about this for the last month. So I think Thrill Bandit is going to pick being done with this project for a while. I think I might too. All right. Man, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at interacting with chat again. It's been so long since I've streamed. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of this. I think, before I sign off, we can chat a little bit about bricasso, I guess, in case anyone's yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got to finish our puppers first, but man, there's so many I want to make. I've got other ideas. I want to build, I really like the aesthetic of topographical maps, and I think that would just be such a cool, what if I just had the state of Washington on my wall with a good 2 or 3 inch of depth plates? Oh, that'd be so cool. It's a great segue into what's coming next for bricasso. So, oh, that's not my real screen. So bricasso is a site where basically you put in a picture and it's going to show you a brick model, and then potentially give you instructions on how to build it if you want. Someday in the future, someday hopefully soon, we'll have a nice button here where you can actually order a kit from us. nowhere, well, I shouldn't say nowhere, not quite ready for that yet. I gotta go file papers for business and get a Stripe account set up and all that good stuff. I don't know. Maybe I can do it under the table with Venmo for a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how complicated it is to actually get that set up. But and then of course we'll also have options to just generate the instructions. You want to go get the parts yourself. You want to go try to do the color mapping extravaganza hunt. It's kind of a fun maker project to take on, but it is there's a lot of trial and error. You can see my wall of Lego pieces over here. Sorry, excuse the mess, but this is the result of trying to get a decent mapping for all of the various colors of bricks that you can order online. Oh, I'm so crooked. Why did I do that? All right, how about now? A little bit better. Yeah, so some of the limitations that we currently have, I really like that the output size, this is pretty robust. You can go pretty much as big as you want. It's been, I'm nervous to demo this live, but let's see what happens. It's been quite a while since I've exercised this. I've been so focused on the hunt page, but let's see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll come out. Let's see. Oh, I am set on a higher rendering setting, which is a pro feature. You're actually not allowed to do that as a normal user, but me, because I made this website, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. So it's going to take quite a while to render this one, but we'll come back. I did set it to go pretty big. This is going to give us a whole lot of panels, so hopefully we can still kind of see the detail. But I think this is what I'm really excited about. It's just making really big pieces of art. I don't know if anybody will ever actually want to do this other than me, but I want to. So oh yeah, all right, so check it out. We got the render back. We're gonna have to zoom out to see this whole puppy. Unfortunately, that's gonna be a few more renders. It's gonna take a while, but you can kind of see what we're like. Look at that detail in his eye. Oh, it's gorgeous. I would love to build this and stick this on my wall. But what we are missing, you'll notice, is the plane is just completely flat. So we've got the code written to get the color data turned into brick pieces, but we don't have the code written yet to generate what's called a depth map and kind of estimate how far away from the bottom of the painting should this element be to kind of establish a sense of depth. So for example, in this picture, his nose should probably kind of be sticking out a bit because his nose is kind of at the very front of the image. So that's next up on our to-do list. I would say getting an order button set up, getting an inventory system set up where you can click a button and know whether you would be able to order it from our inventory or whether you'd have to do it yourself. I think that's kind of the next priority. And then after that, the next big thing is going to be depth maps, so that you can click a checkbox here and it'll kind of shoot these upwards to stick out in your painting a bit. Actually, if I pull the camera off and walk back over there, which I'll do later, this one does have depth plates added. I did them manually. I don't have the code written to do it. I just kind of did it by eye. But I'll show you what I mean with the camera back there. I'm going to just keep zooming out because I want to try to get this whole picture in frame, because I think it's just really cool how big you can go with this. But yeah, so that's kind of what's next. Another thing that I've been thinking a lot about with this project, I think it'd be really cool to build Lego QR codes. And this is kind of more for you're running a business and you want to put a QR code behind your counter, but you don't just want to print a QR code and stick it up there. That's real boring. Who's going to want to do that? Maybe a brick kit sitting behind you. People are going to be like, that's so cool. Does it work? I want to try it, right? I don't know. I think there's legs there. And I think I've proven the concept sort of with the modeling software. I can build a model that has a scannable QR code and the phone picks it up as if it's a QR code. So I think that should translate into physical properties. That should be pretty fun. Another thing I'm thinking about for the keychains, obviously the code system was garbage for this run. This was just for fun, nothing serious. If we were ever going to actually charge money for the keychains, which I don't know, we'll see. This might just be like a fun branding project. I don't know. It is a lot of fun to just run, so maybe money doesn't need to be involved. We'll see. But if we ever are going to charge, those codes are going to have to be a lot more secure, right? I'm going to have to actually put real data on those codes, whether that's some kind of actual key, cryptographic or otherwise. The point being, I'm just going to have to get a lot more data onto the code. And another thing that was kind of brought to my attention via the Facebook group, apparently during the swag swap, there were some people giving out QR codes with bad content, so that's really annoying. But they do raise a good point. It's not a very good security posture to be scanning random QR codes. Sorry to tell you that after you've already played this game, but thank you for choosing to trust me and play this game with me, and don't do it again. But anyways, something I've been thinking about for the next time we do this, these QR codes, it'd be great if a phone camera just like did not register that that's a code. That would just pretty much like remove all of the security problems of asking people to scan a code that goes somewhere on the internet. Unsuspecting users just can't scan it. You would have to know what kind of code it is. You'd have to know you have to go get the bricasso app, and the bricasso app would be the only way to scan that code. Something I've been thinking about. And the other fun thing we could do there is, regular QR code's just 2 bits, black and white. Of course, with bricks, why stop there? We got all kinds of colors. And using more colors inside of the code means you can jam more data into a smaller space, which is just really cool, but also very hard to reliably scan. So that's just something that I've kind of been playing around with in the background. If we do another keychain scavenger hunt thing, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about kind of generalizing this and separating it from events and maybe making it more of like an asynchronous game that you just play over time rather than something that has a start and a stop date. But yeah, if we do that, so many lessons learned from this, and lessons that kind of like I saw coming, right? Like when I came up with the silly code structure, it was not meant to be secure, right? Like it was meant that hopefully somebody on the boat was also a huge freaking nerd and would write a Python script and crack it and like make me look like an idiot. Like that was what I wanted. Like, that would be fun. But if we're charging an entry fee or I don't know if we're generalizing this otherwise, those codes will probably have to be more secure. So probably just more thought put into that in general. Here, let's zoom out one more time while we're chatting. And another big thing I need to work on, actually, if you're going to go on this site and upload your pictures right now, don't put anything sensitive, don't put addresses, don't put personal information. I have not locked down all of the the buckets and everything. I would treat anything you upload to this page as public for now. That won't always be the case. We'll have user accounts, you can log in and everything. That's just probably going to come further down the line. But yeah, no nudes. Don't put your nudes in here, please. I don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want to see them. We have to put this data on a server, so please don't put anything you don't want on a server. It's just how it has to work. Actually, on that point, we don't have to put this data on a server. The only reason this has to go through a server is for this renderer. This renderer, it just can't happen in the browser, or at least I haven't figured out a way to make it happen in the browser. Something I'm thinking about. If we could get this to happen in the browser, then this app doesn't even have to be on the internet. It could be something you download from a GitHub repository or whatever, right? Like, no server involved. That's the ultimate end goal. I have not found anything like that. The only rendering pipeline I've found is a very specific rendering pipeline, and I have fought very hard to get it to work in the cloud. This was a pain in the butt. I had to read random forums from dudes in France building Lego sets. It was ridiculous, but yeah, okay, so I think that is pretty much, I can't really think of anything else to ramble about for the time being. We've seen, just to see in Discord, I'm gonna have to go answer that. yeah, I can't really think of anything else to talk about for Bricasso, so I think that's maybe the conclusion of the stream. Kind of wrap up here. I do think I wanna keep streaming. I want to get back into streaming. Might be just checking out the Bricasso code, working on whatever I'm working on. I'm thinking what could be fun is like a weekly series where I just put together a little four panel piece of art on stream, or maybe even like I go somewhere, like I go out to the local lake and snap a picture of it and run it through Bricasso and build it right there. Why not? People do their little tiny palettes out at the park. That could be fun. Also, like a fun tech demo, like you bring your laptop out to the park to generate brick instructions to build it at the park. Like, come on, I think it's kind of cool. Like, I don't know if this is actually useful, but it's just like fun, right? All right, well, yep, that's pretty much everything. Thanks y'all for tuning in. Thanks for playing. Sorry we didn't get to meet on the boat. I really hope there's another one. If there's not another one, I'll be so sad. But hey, if anybody else is planning on going to Columbus for the Sonic Temple, I didn't even know was a thing, but found that in the Coheed Discord, and I guess we're gonna go see Stone Temple Pilots. So that's kind of cool. But hey, if you're gonna be in Columbus, reach out. It'd be cool to meet up. I might have a keychain for you. All right, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna sign off here. Yeah, thanks everybody. Happy hunting.